Hi, and welcome to MQW Driving School YouTube channel. We're back again with another video. This time, Colton Mill Leeds Driving Test Center, New Leeds Driving Test Center, Colton Mill. We're going to start outside the test center, car parking. This parking is for DVSA, reserved base. When you come, you should look for the sign for DVSA reserved parking, which is bit on the end. Then you go towards the entry and exit point with the barrier. Keep your car speed 5 to 10 miles in the car park, but car park have the sign drive on 5. It's very hard to drive on 5, but idea 5 is the limit of the car park. So patiently wait, go closer to the barrier. Barrier will open by itself. It's an auto barrier. Is a T junction, taking a right turning, because that is how you're going to start your test. So take a break. Maybe it's a closed junction, you can't see left and right because of the another parked cars, and take the car out in the gear 1 or slow speed. We're doing this video in an empty time period, but maybe your test is in the busy time period. Now, first thing everybody have to deal is mini roundabout. In this mini roundabout, you have to go straight ahead, second exit. You look the traffic coming from your front, and you look the traffic coming from your right. But try not to do the hesitation, like now the driver take extra time to take the car out, even it's clear. Don't do hesitations. Now this roundabout count as a large roundabout. Take a right turn, second exit. They can go left as well, but we are going right this time. Roundabout only have 2 exits, one to the left, one to the right. So you just do the right mirror signal, keep the car right in the right position, and you take the right turning of the roundabout. This road is 30 mph speed limit road. You're approaching zebra crossing, so carefully look for the pedestrian crossing. In my last video, I also mentioned you might can take a left turn Colton Village. This time we are going straight to the large roundabout, which is controlled by the traffic light. From this large roundabout, you have 2 options. They maybe ask you to go left from the roundabout first exit towards the Halton, 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 or they maybe ask you to go straight, second exit towards Thorpe Park. If you need to go left from the roundabout, keep in the left lane. It is a left only lane. And if you need to go straight to the Thorpe Park, you need to stay in the right lane. Left lane is left only for Halton, and the right lane is to go straight. You already have passed the sign for 40 mph speed limit road. That means where you're going now, that is a dual carriageway, speed is 40 mph. So this time we are going left towards the Halton. This can be your sign driving. So let's assume that examiner choose to give you the sign driving instead of sat-nav driving. So this can be a sign driving. Follow the sign for Halton. Now after a short time, you're gonna get another roundabout. This roundabout is a bit confusing for some people. You are going Halton, which is a second exit straight ahead. But you will see the signboard on the right which just say you go left for Halton and right for Crossgate. This is a roundabout photo on the left which say the roundabout have 3 exit. First left is Colton, second straight is Halton, and third right is Crossgate. So this time we are going Halton, second exit straight ahead. So no signal from the start. Keep in the left lane. Is clearly say on the floor Halton. No signal, otherwise people will think you're going left in Colton. So no signal. Keep in left lane. Watch the traffic coming from your right. Keep using the Halton wording in your mind and wait for the first exit to finish. Now do mirror signal to the left and take the exit for Halton. Very clear sign on the floor, Halton. Back to 30 miles per hour speed limit road. Now this is a very long road. Now in this road, the main thing you have to focus is speed limit. Do not go more than 30 mile per hour speed limit. You may be going to face a lot of hazards on the way, like traffic light, pedestrian crossings. You may be going to see some parked car you have to overtake, and you maybe have to do moving and stopping exercises on this road as well. Shortly you're going to approach the traffic light junction. Keep in left lane to go straight. You can go right also, but keep left lane to go straight if there is no information, because you are using the independent driving. Follow the sign for Halton. So unless you don't see new signs, you just continue straight. So like park car, so leave 1 meter door space. Watch your mirrors while dealing with the park cars, and look mirror before you go back. So mirror should be always before changing of your directions. There are a lot of clear spaces here to park the car, so like moving and stopping exercise. Passing pedestrian crossing and junctions, so careful for all the hazards facing on your way. Careful from the cyclist, do proper mirror signal checks and overtake with the signal if possible. Some more parked cars meeting traffic situations, you just have to slow down a little bit. Size of the road is big enough to keep on moving, so there should be no hesitation. After a short while, you're going to enter in more hazard like school zone, pedestrian crossing, nearby school zone, junction, and then later on you're going to pass some shopping area. Lot of pedestrian crossing, so again this time the lights are green, but maybe next time you travel from this road you will see the lights are keep on changing, depend what time is your test, especially at the school time. When you follow somebody, follow with the distance. 2-second rule apply. They got double yellow lines in this area right now, in this position, so there's not going to be a moving and stopping exercise on this part. Another pedestrian crossing, so as I said, there are a lot of pedestrian crossing on this road, going nearby the shopping site. Then after that you have 2 car park on the way. One is Lidl, second Matalan. From this direction, Lidl is on your left, Matalan on your right. So we're going to use the Lidl car park for maneuver. When they take you to the car park, then it all depend on the examiner if they give you front bay parking or reverse bay parking. So listen to them carefully which one they are requested from you, front parking or reverse parking. So when you come very close to the Lidl, try to stay on the left lane. The lane is splitting now. One go left and straight, one go right to the Matalan. So keep towards the left. You are allowed to drive on the paint of the bus stop, so do not worry about it. And then do proper mirror signal to enter left, and carefully watch the people coming from your left shoulder like the biker just did now. Again, 5 miles or 10 miles maximum in the car parks. If they mention which number to drive, then drive on that number. Otherwise 5 to 10 in the car parks. So when you go to the car park, they can go anywhere in the car park, left, right, straight, depending how much spaces they have, how many rooms they have. If you're doing the reverse bay parking, then try to be center of the road and choose one bay close to your wrist or half the door, whatever reference you're using, and then count 3 boxes at the back. So let's say this time every box is empty. So any line you're gonna pick, and then you can go third at the back. In case you are not in center of the 2 lines in first go, you are allowed to make an adjustment. You do not need to ask the examiner for that. You just feel I need it, you do it. But before you start, make sure you look all around, 360-degree check, and then do it. Second important thing, you need a good control and good observation to get good numbers in this exercise. You can say 50% for observation, 50 for the good parking. Any one thing is not good, you will be marked down as serious. If you make an adjustment, you maybe get a minor mistake, but at least it will be a pass. So when you finally leave the car in the box or in the bay, you should be center of the lines from both sides. If you need to stop and secure the car, do it, and open the door, do it. Whatever you need it, do it. But when you park it properly, and only secure the car and tell the examiner when you're fully done and you don't need any adjustment. So take your time, do not take a pressure, do it nice and slow. Even you get the car park which is very empty, still observe properly in your surrounding 360-degree as it's very busy. So as you can see, the driver is already doing some adjustments to do the parking, but again minor mistake, but that is allowed. They want to see the sense in your driving that you need adjustment, you do it. What you will do in the future. You park the car in a way that the doors can open easily for your car and the car parked next to you. Maybe now or maybe later on. So we're going to take the car out from the car park. It will be a traffic light control entrance. Then we will do the left turning. Then we'll join the same road, but later on the speed of the road will change. So again, there is no speed limit mentioned, so just keep 5 to 10. You got zebra crossing in front of you, so make sure there's no one crossing, otherwise you stop. Then traffic light, we are turning left, is a solid line, do not cross the solid line. Is a hard brake, maybe you was about to go, so careful about it. This junction is controlled by the light. Take it like a normal junction. Wait for the light. When it's green, do a proper mirror signal, take a left turning, or follow the instruction direction by the examiners. Now once you join this road, now count this as one way. You only have one direction to go so far, but yes, there's another direction to go left. There's a street on the left which is like behind of the Lidl. So if they're now talking about the left, aim for going straight, but make sure look on this white color signboard. You need a right line to drive the car. Left line is a bus lane. You only take the left if you need to go left in the street, otherwise is a bus lane. You drive on the right side. They're trying to make a new markings. It's clearly marked up now, so you will get another sign again reminding you about the same thing, that you need to go straight from the right line initially. After little travel, this lane is shifting. Then you have to drive on the left and then bus have to drive on the right. So it's like a swap. So up till here, you're gonna stay in the right lane. Then make sure you're looking on the left mirror or a little bit glance on the left shoulder. There's no bus or cycle. Then move back to the left lane, and right is a bus lane. Bus lane is 24/7, not allowed to use. Now, listen to the examiner very carefully, or listen to your sat nav driving TomTom very carefully. Maybe they say bear right, or now maybe they're talking to you, telling you that you need to follow the sign for York. York is on the right. If you have this information from your sat nav, TomTom, that you need to be on the right, this is the best time to do it now. Otherwise, it will be very challenging to change the lane last minute. So we are following the sign for York, and York is on the right side. So first thing you have to do is proper mirror signal to change the line. But before change, look mirrors, look shoulder, all okay. Somebody is helping you, giving you the way, then change it. Then you're going to use the bridge. When you go to the bridge, it's controlled by the traffic light. You keep the car full on the right side when you are going to the York. Nobody's coming from the other side of the bridge. It's controlled by the light. So stay full on the right, like a one-way style, and then go straight with a straight arrow on the right lane, and then do a mirror signal to come back in the left lane. And now after that again is like a one way. You only have one direction to go straight, which is York Road. So if you stay on the left lane, you're gonna be finish yourself on the left lane. In case by mistake you are in the right lane, stick to the right lane until you not come to the new road, and then safely you are allowed to change lane. But keep left is the best option from the start, then you end up to the left. Now you are on the York Road. Speed 40 mile per hour. Last one 40 mile per hour. This one same 40 mile per hour. Very straight road, straight driving, independent driving, follow the sign for York. You will get some other junctions. Just continue straight unless you don't see any new signs, because you're following the sign for York. Independent driving. Follow the sign for York. Again, bus lane on your left, not allowed to use it, so stay in the center lane, but then bus lane is going to finish soon. Then watch on your left properly, there's no one coming from your left, then move back to your left. You don't need a signal here, you just watch and drag back to the left. Lot of pedestrian crossings, lot of traffic light junctions, so each time you need to be very careful, and you must need to have a good awareness and planning about what's coming up next. Imagine if you're driving on 40 mile per hour road and the light is green from a long time, anticipate the light can change. So approach in a way that in case the light go back to amber, you look on the back mirror and then gently stop the car in control way. You will see petrol pump coming soon, and nearby petrol pump you will get another signs on the board. You are following the sign for York or the north. It's like a roundabout controlled by the traffic light, or you can say it's a junction controlled by the traffic light, but treat it like a roundabout. So you are going straight, second exit, following the sign the north or York. Signs are very clear on the floor, on the board. A64 is controlled by the traffic light, so if the lights are green you keep moving straight without stopping. If the light is red you wait. Treat like a junction. When you go straight ahead on this junction, make sure you keep a nice outer lane properly to stay in your lane. You're going straight, so maintain your lane discipline. Signs are again and again reminding you about lane discipline, and your signs are A64 York. So now still 40 mile per hour road, dual carriage. You're going straight ahead, and then after a little time you will get into a situation where you get another roundabout. When you go to the roundabout, you might have two options. They might say go straight, second exit, Barwick, or they may say go right, third exit, cross gate, or they may say go left, first exit. In this roundabout, which is coming up next, Left lane is left only lane. So if you have a plan to go left of the roundabout, then you stay yourself in a left lane. If you have your plan to go straight to the roundabout second exit, or you have a plan to go right of the roundabout third exit, then you have to be in the right lane. There is a clear road signs and road markings to remind you, so you don't have to remember about it. You just have to watch and do it early as you know where I'm going. So that's again awareness and planning well ahead. As you can see in this video, we already have taught the student about this. So once they know they was going on the right side, so they choose the best opportunity and they keep the car in the right as advanced awareness and planning. But they stop a little bit early from the line, so always stop on the line, don't have to be too early from the line. So this is the green boards coming up soon. This is the sign lane discipline on the floor, clear road marking, taking a right turning third exit. On the floor it just mentioned the Barwick going straight, it doesn't say anything about the right. If you get the gap coming from your right and everything is clear on your right, then do not stop the car and keep on moving. Otherwise it counts as not making progress and showing hesitation in your driving. So very careful on this chapter. This roundabout can be busy sometimes, so if you're waiting for a genuine reason, there is no harm. So right turning third exit, going left is first exit 70-mile road, going straight 30-mile/hour road Barwick, and now you can do mirror signal left and you are allowed to change the lines if it's available, and now you back to 40-mile/hour speed limit road. This road always have a lot of car parks on the left, so if you see any parked car on the left lane, you are allowed to change the lane. So after a short time we're going to take a left turning in one of the street. So when you change lane, you don't need to drive in the middle, you are fully allowed to change the lane because they're dual carriage. And only go back when it's clear, otherwise there is no point to wave in and out. So taking a left turning, and that's where the speed changing now. 20-mile/hour speed limit road, new surfacing, so that's why no road marking. When they say loose chips, then there's a chance of loose chips gonna hit each other screens and car, and they advise you to drive on 20 maximum. But this road is already speed limit is 20, so in both way you are driving not more than 20. But in case your speed limit road is 30, 40, 50 and they advise you to drive 20 because of loose chips or new surfacing, new tarmac, then take it as an advice, but you don't have to stick with the same wording of 20 mile. You can be nearby 20 is also acceptable, especially when you see there is no sound by your tire or chips. So this is the moving and stopping exercise. Now when you see there is a new surfacing road marking, then make sure there will be no paint on the floor. So when you go near the junctions, you maybe don't see any road marking, so it will be unmarked junctions. So you have to identify the junction and don't not forget that you have to stop and give way to others. So soon you enter in this kind of criteria or scenario, you should be ready that I'm maybe gonna approach the junction which I don't see. But see on the left, they already give you the hint with the red board that there's no road markings. So that means this is the junction where the road finish, or you need the giveaway junction. Giveaway sign is there, but there's no road marking. So you stop the car like a giveaway lines, double, and then you can go left, right and straight. If you're going straight, single line is your entry, not the double line. You have to maneuver. You just done some meeting traffic mistake on the back, so if you see the car on your side, it's your problem. You take responsibility to slow down and do not disturb the other car. This is another minor mistake you get from there. You should have slowed down more, and you was trying to give the parked car a lot of space and giving less space to the right car. So make a balance, or stop and don't go, because in meeting traffic, if the car on your side, you take responsibility to slow down and stop. All these residential areas are same. There's nothing special about it. You just have to keep an eye on the traffic coming from your front, meeting traffic situations, park cars, clearance. Do not rush to go. Do not pick up the speed too much. Go slow is the best idea. Now, on this right turnings, they look like a dual carriage because they got the green belt in the center. But just for a reminder, this is not a dual carriage. It looks like a dual carriage. This is a trick. It is a two-way traffic road. When you enter, you go one line single, one line double. Because of the green belt in the middle, many people think it's a dual carriage and they get confused. But see the lines, one single, one double. When you see one single and one double, that means is a two-way road, not one way. Second hint, some cars are facing north, some facing south, so that means it's two-way. Cars can come from any side. Other hint, when you enter, there is no sign say is one way, and when you exiting, there is no sign say is no entry. And again, this side also say one double lines, one single line, so that means is a two-way traffic. So whoever in the driving test, if they come here, make sure it is not one-way street. Very, very important topic. Just the speed humps, but again these humps are just paint, not like a hump. So just go as normal you can. You don't have to slow down extra, otherwise you are not making a good progress and count as a hesitation part as well. You're approaching to the mini roundabout, taking a right turning, second exit, and you're going to the 30 mph road. If traffic coming from your straight and right, you stop, otherwise keep on moving. And if there's no one, stopping can be another mistake of hesitation and not making a good progress. Now we're going to take a left turning. Sometimes they will tell you ignore the red signs, we are allowed to go. This is a favorite street these days, opposite to the pub, 20 mph road, and that is where you will going to see the bridge. The signs are here on the triangle warnings, narrow from both sides because the bridge is a single track bridge. So one car can pass at one time. Meeting traffic is very, very important. You look for pedestrian crossing. Then when this zigzag finish, this is the best time you stop the car, look, then go ahead. Don't proceed. Only proceed when it's clear, otherwise stop where the white line finishing. Is very important. Is a single track bridge. One car can go at the bridge at one time. Is a meeting traffic situation because of the bridge is a blind spot. Do not attempt to go ahead in a fast speed unless you are not sure who is coming from the other end or other side. Now we're going to take a right turning into the next road. When you stay in the side roads, 20 mile per hour or 30 mile per hour, they have typical scenarios: park cars, meeting traffic, narrow roads, moving, stopping, give clearance, good judgment for meeting, and in case you have to overtake somebody like cyclist. When you come to the residential area, that is the time they can use for emergency brake exercise, or they can use it to pull up on the right side and reverse 2 car length back, or they can ask you to do moving at angle exercise by using the front cars, or using the front car as reverse parking exercise, or known as parallel parking exercise. Because we already have done the maneuver, which is a bay parking, reverse one in the little car park, that is why we don't need to do second maneuver in one attempt. So one attempt means each route we try to keep it for 38 to 40 minutes, and in that one we try to give you independent driving, 20 minutes of independent driving, one maneuver, show me tell me questions, and then try to give you all type of scenarios. All type of the scenarios means 20 mile, 30 mile, fast speed roads, dual carriage, single carriage, country lanes if possible, small roundabout, mini, large, going left, right, turns, traffic light, pedestrian crossings, move, stops. As you can see, when you're traveling on the dual carriage for a long time, like you was on the Selby road, then you was on a York road, and then you was on other roads, all are fast moving. When you was doing independent, following the sign for York, Halton, that kind of a dual carriage, you do not get chances to do moving and stopping exercise. Rough idea, you get about minimum 3 moving and stopping exercises: pull up on the left on level road, uphill road, and stop the car on the left before you reach the parked one, moving at angle exercise. It can be more, like downhill, can be 40 mile per hour speed limit road if possible to stop, like if they have no restriction to stop. So that can be another moving and stopping. Sometimes moving and stopping is a part of the other exercises, like I can ask you to do moving and stopping because I want to give you the parallel parking or emergency brake. So end of the road, turning left, joining single carriage, 40 mile per hour speed limit road. You just need a sound judgment to take the car out from the junction, because other people are also coming on 40 mile per hour speed limit and maybe a little bit more. So you need a sound judgment when it's safe to take the car out. But when it's clear, look early. Maybe this junction is quite open, clear visibility, so if there is no one coming, or if it's very very far away from you, you don't need to wait, you can go and make a quick progress. So for example, this red car was very far at that time when you reached to the giveaway. So what you should have done it, take the car out and build up the speed quickly as possible, rather than keep waiting for him so long. Because that way you are thinking about yourself, thinking about the red car on the front, but you maybe forget there are more people waiting behind you in the queue in the junction, so you're holding the traffic. Now you're approaching another junction, roundabout, but this picture is these days just the junction, roundabout broken, it's going to be settled down. Taking a left turning, first exit. This roundabout have total 3 exits. Going straight is number 1 exit, so cross the roundabout, first exit. They can also say you to go right of the roundabout, second exit for Colton, that is to go back, like way to go back. This is the same roundabout you used in the start of the journey when you was following the sign for Halton. Now there's another roundabout coming on the way, which is controlled by the traffic light. The signs are hiding behind the trees on the right side of the road. This is a dual carriage 40 mile per hour speed limit. So best idea is shift yourself on the right lane early as possible you can, because when you will get very close, then you will be getting harder to do a lane change, especially at the busy time period. So proper mirror signal, quick glance and change lane safely, and that's the signs on the right. Going right turn, Colton, take it as a third exit. You need a proper mirror signal to go right because you need a lane change again to go further lane on the right, like far to the right, following the arrow to the right. Once you in this lane, this class has a one way, so you don't need a signal anymore, and this stop sign, take it as a information. So when the traffic light is not in operation, you have to stop the car on the solid line, then stop word apply. So there's a condition: if the traffic light is not in use, then use the word stop and wait for the main traffic. But in case when the lights are in operation, take that stop sign as just secondary information. Do not react and stop, especially if the lights are green. Do not come and stop the car because you seen the stop sign. I'm repeating again, if you see the stop sign and the light is green, please do not stop. Otherwise it's so dangerous and someone can hit you from the back and that will be a fail. Important point. If you see any junction only with a stop sign instead of the give way, then you stop the car as a must. Light change to amber, you should have planned to stop rather than going, but almost you reached there, so minor mistake. But if you have done the good planning, would have stopped easily. Now getting back to the test center where we started from, going to the roundabout, gonna take the first exit Temple Point. Careful for the pedestrian crossing because you can't see the other side of the pedestrian crossing because of the parked cars or slow moving traffic. So going left, first exit, there are two lanes, keep left to go left and keep right lane to go straight of the roundabout if you're going country lane. So Lincoln. Temple Point is the name. It doesn't say any speed limit over here, but 20 mile per hour is the idea. And now mini roundabout, go straight. Watch the traffic coming from your front and right. Do not hesitate if there is no one, keep on moving. 20 mile per hour speed limit road. It doesn't mention anywhere here, but because of the business park, residential area, a lot of parked cars, that's the choice. Then now we're going to enter back to the center where we started from, bay parking. So we're going to take a left turning, take it like a street, proper mirror signal to go left, go close to the barrier and be patient, the barrier will open by itself automatically. Do not rush to enter unless the barrier is not completely open. Watch people coming from left and right and straight like a junction, then enter and follow the instruction by the examiner. So this time let's say left turning and then go end of this road or bottom of this road, and then you're going for your bay parking, but this time your bay parking is not part of the test because you already done once. So just enter in one of the box easily. You can choose any one of them, and that is like a sample route for a mock test and practice of the area. Thank you for watching, and see you next time with another videos.